And we are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the 70th episode of the Crypto Bull. I am your host, Dimitri from Gracious Interests. And today we are going to do a technical and fundamental analysis of the cryptocurrency slash blockchain project called KADENA. Before we start, I'm going to first take a look at the current state of the market. More explicitly, I'm going to take a look at how Bitcoin is performing. By reason, it is still the coin with the highest dominance, as you can see here on screen, 41.5%. So the movements it will make will decide on what the entirety of the market is doing. It's not going to be a very, detailed technical analysis of Bitcoin, just getting a feeling on the trends we might see with KADENA. So this Bitcoin price chart. As you can tell, last 24 hours we are dipping once again, but 20,000 seems to be a support here. So just take in mind the movements taking place here. Last 7 days, you can tell. So we might see a little dip and then stabilizing at above 20k levels. Something akin to this. So bearish episode, all-time low in the last couple of weeks, I might say, up here, stabilizing, so some sideways trading. Same here, so akin to this, that, and to sleep. With that, we're going to take a look at KADENA. As you guys can tell, I'm already on CoinGecko. KADENA, there we are, and I'm also going to open it up here on CoinMarketCap to get as much information as possible. There we are. What do we see? Went down 6.4%. Market cap 312 million, 24 trading volume 18 million, which is fine-ish considering the market cap. Fully diluted value about 1 billion. Circulating supply 184 million coins or tokens. Total supply 1 billion. So there's a max supply, there's a hard cap. Does it add up here? Let's take a look. Seems to be. It's nice. Websites KDA.io. Tab. Yeah, my arm's still broken, so I'm doing everything with my left. There we are. Explorers Chainweb. Is it a native one? I've got the impression it belongs to a certain ecosystem, Cosmos ecosystem. Okay. Communities Reddit, Twitter, Facebook, Telegram, Discord. Facebook, Twitter, and Reddit we shall be taking a look at. Source code available on GitHub. That's a bonus in my book. API, KADENA, tags, Cosmos ecosystem. Let's see. Smart contract, platform, and protocol. What can CoinMarketCap offer us? Some more. Official website. Explorers. KADENA Block Explorer. Explorer.chainweb. It seems to be their very own one. Communities. Telegram, Medium, Twitter. Okay, Reddit isn't being mentioned. Telegram, Discord. Source code available, and actually the white paper was also available on CoinGecko. Bonus points there in the hopes it is going to be the white paper. From what I can tell, as shown on screen, seems to be, but you never know. Let's see how it's doing. So keep in mind, so we are indeed in a little bit of a drawback. Let's see how it went last 7 days. Relatively following market trends. There's a little bit of a deviation from time to time, more volatility, but you can expect a few days ago reached a lower level. So following market trends, but seems to have a mind of its own. Indeed, 14 days, that's one major blow. 30 days, 90 days, so you can tell it's following more or less market trends. What's this? This was the Celsius drop, the Bitcoin dump as initiated by Celsius, when I'm saying by Terra Luna here. or they were already in decline well on beforehand. It seems to be stabilizing now, so it is being impacted by the general cryptocurrency market, but seems to have a mind of its own. This can prove to be fruitful. 180 days, an all-time high somewhere December last year. Was relatively stable, but with the dump that occurred, seems to be trading at lower levels. That is leveling out, which is a good sign. Yearly basis, it's probably since listing, as it is quite low here, reached an all-time high in November. Peaks, nice. To assume, yeah. It has been listed on January 24th, 2020. That's some nice price action going on here. In April, May was a first all-time high, but didn't really seem to react to it. But second one in full force. Now it's trading at higher levels. Well, this seems to be following a certain Bitcoin trend, I might say, in the sense that Bitcoin, if there wasn't so much leverage, will give you a same kind of graphs, meaning you have an all-time high, very high, and then a fallback. All-time high since then, minus 93%, so it took a heavy blow. However, what I might tell, it's doing fine considering current market conditions. Others are doing much, much worse. And regarding all-time low since inception, that is so, since it has been listed, it's still up times 24. So, actually, not all too shabby. What is it about? Can KADENA be traded? Got Gate.io, KuCoin, Who.com, KDA USD, Canadian dollars. Seems to be something about trading. See, this one says launching one of the world's first true scalable blockchains ready for applications. Perhaps an Ethereum killer. KADENA's public blockchain is a braided high-throughput proof-of-work system that runs Chainweb, a protocol that delivers security and throughput. KADENA network will unite public applications, private blockchains, and other interoperable chains in one place, driving traffic for the high-bandwidth computer at the heart of the KADENA public chain. Basically, an alternative to Ethereum, I might say. I'm going to be more inclusive. Alternatives to Tron, I believe AVAX, Ethereum, Peercoin, and other platforms which are alike. In use today by major companies in finance, healthcare, and insurance, while allowing billers with vision to skip straight from idea to product. Launch of KADENA's public chain. This system will support blockchain application development from private to public and everywhere in between. It seems to be that their major concern is finance, healthcare, and insurance. They are limiting their potential already. KADENA is solving the problems of Ethereum and is delivering features today that other blockchains have only begun to include on their roadmaps, including formal verification, interoperability, scalability, and more. KADENA is live and ready for immediate deployment of production blockchain applications. KADENA token is a digital currency that is used to pay for computation on the KADENA public chain. Similar to Ethereum on Ethereum, KDA on KADENA is the token in which miners are compensated for mining blocks on the network, and is a transaction fee that users pay in order to have their transactions included in a block. So basically, alternative to Ethereum. Is there something else here in the last line? The KDA network. So no, it's going to be an alternative to Ethereum, but they are brushing things up to make them stand out. Let's see here. It's important to note it is a proof of work blockchain. As many of my viewers know, I am a fan of the proof of work consensus protocol. It is the safest one that is around. It is also the original one. However, I must admit, proof of stake for such platforms might be more preferred. Proof of stake is low energy, low effort consensus protocol while maintaining a certain amount of security. Now, in the past, and I still stick to these words, proof of stake, despite its low entry that you might have, can become centralized in a sense that a lot of validator nodes can be created by a central group and holding the power over the blockchain. However, it isn't necessarily a bad thing for development platforms, especially if you are orientated towards finance, healthcare, and insurance. By reason, you will have situations whereby a certain, interference through a centralized governance might be needed. Not so much to, disallow or invalidate transactions, but moreover to keep things running, to offer a service. So proof of work, I like seeing it. Ethereum still is working on proof of work consensus mechanism. However, they're going down towards proof of stake is a better move for the platform, not only where it concerns scalability, but also on the kind of applications being built. With KADENA, proof of work, if it works, it works. Fine by me. Proof of work has proven merit, and I do hope if it's built that way that it will retain it that way. So after all this jabbering, I might say, what can I say that they are using proof of work? It works. If it's fine, it's fine. If it's decently built, it's going to be decent. That's all I can share about it. Anyway, security of Bitcoin while being able to offer unparalleled throughput that makes the blockchain usable to enterprises. Yeah. Industrial scalability can support global financial systems and be scaled as necessary. Whilst remain energy efficient at scale and deliver more transactions with the same energy input. No difference to Bitcoin. Moreover, KADENA offer crypto gas stations, which allow businesses to pay for their customers' gas fees and remove a massive pain point in adopting blockchains for business. This is actually a very solid point. I'm going to highlight it. So with these gas stations, this is what you best can compare towards zero knowledge rollup that is being used on Ethereum by a variety of blockchains. What's those rollups? Well, instead of paying a hefty transaction fee each and every time for a transaction being made on the second layered project, I'm going to say, you can actually make use of rollups, meaning you have your very own project and you are going to amass a variety of transactions, save them as one transaction onto the main layer. Then you only have to pay a one-time gas fee or transaction fee for saving it onto the main layer, and that gas fee can be distributed towards everyone who is making a transaction on the layer 2 project. That's a rollup. So you're basically saying, look, I've got two layers, main layer and an additional layer, your blockchain token project. On that blockchain project second layer, you have a variety of transactions taking place. Those transactions are being rolled up into one, amassed, and saved as one transaction on the Ethereum. The gas fee is then actually distributed towards everyone making the transactions on that second layer, meaning you have much lower gas fees and you have a certain roll-up. So you are making use of the mainnet while at the same time reducing gas costs so that your project remains manageable. These crypto gas stations probably will be in the same trend. Already scaled its network from 10 to 20 blockchains and can do so again in the future if necessary. This final addition to KADENA was its private Kuro layer 2 blockchain, which reports up to 8,000 transactions per second across 500 nodes. One of the founders, Stuart Popejoy and Will Martino. Of course, I'm interested in these kind of things. Sometimes they reveal hidden layers and hidden connections. So Stuart Popejoy led JP Morgan's emerging blockchain group before founding KADENA and has 15 years of experience. So they are probably going to be tied towards JP Morgan. Will Martino was the lead engineer of JP Morgan's blockchain prototype Juno and led the Securities and Exchange Commission's Cryptocurrency Steering Committee and Qualitative Analytics Unit. Can be interpreted on a variety of levels, but this to me gives a direct connection towards JP Morgan and the SEC, the Securities and Exchange Committee. So be wary. Another key persona in founding KADENA was Dr. Stuart Haber, who is a co-inventor of blockchain technology and most cited author in the Bitcoin white paper. I don't know to which extent he is associated. Co-inventor of blockchain technology. So co-inventor. Let's see about that one. KADENA offers a public proof of blockchain, pop unparalleled, yada yada yada. Is there something else? I'm not going to read everything. Going to do a quick read through. Work simultaneously and synchronously to validate transactions to mint multiple blocks simultaneously. Okay, it does increase in throughput. Okay. Okay. Optional scaling and adding additional block concurrent to undergo a hard fork. Okay, so there is a little drawback here. They say we can scale up to much higher amounts of blockchains. However, they are forcing their miners each time that they need to scale to cooperate in reconfiguring. They will force their miners to do a reconfiguration. Naturally, it means also the fees will be rising. And that's only going to occur once the network becomes congested. So it's the same problems Ethereum is having. It's one of the reasons why Ethereum has such high gas and transaction fees. So they didn't really fix that issue. They are saying, yes, we have a much higher throughput, but it remains to be seen how much more. So they need to watch out here. And several proof of work blockchains. So just remember proof of work. I'm going all too deep into the details. Let's take a look at the official website. Refresh, loads quite fast. Build a future on KADENA. Empowering builders for innovation. Okay, grant programs, incubator, accelerator, research and development. Venture fund. Apply for a grant. Build without compromise. So just keep in mind, it is an alternative to Ethereum, Peercoin, Tron, Avalanche, EVEX, etc. So other decentralized application development platforms. That's a mouthful, but it's the best way to put it. They say safer smart contracts, back fees from your exploits. So they've got some programming to verify bugs. Crypto gas station that allows business to eliminate all transaction fees for their customers. To mass adoption. So they say their users might eliminate transaction fees, but the businesses behind it probably will have to pay them. Remains constant. Its unique architecture makes it the only platform that can deliver increased energy efficiency. STPS, transactions per second, scales. Okay. So from what they're telling me here is that they will be increasing the amount of transactions per second, but that energy levels remain level, meaning there's no increasing security on the network, and that security remains level. Seems that's like security and throughput demands of financial services clients. KADENA its own proof of work, which is reliable, secure, and battle hardened. Okay, Proven security, they mention proof of work. It has proven merit. However, proof of work is reliant on the amount of miners. The more miners there are, the more hash rate is present, the more secure it becomes. If you are utilizing proof of work and you only do it with one miner, yeah, my apologies, I've seen it with other beginning budding coins. Well, just one simple computer doing all the mining and another one attacks, or two other computers attacks, they take over the blockchain and your security is gone. So what you need is increasing security over time, not level security, which can only be attained by, well, increasing energy usage as more computers are and miners are being locked onto it. So I'm having my doubts here. Industrial scalability, designed to power global financial systems. Okay. All partners, your products, with platform you know and trust to give you unlimited options. Silo, Cosmos, CoinMetro, Polkadot, Silcore. Terra, I don't trust that one. Wrapped, Silo, Cosmos, I got more or less trust in them. Polkadot as well. The others not immediately familiar with. Yeah, Wrapped, I know about them, but Terra. I was hoping after the crash, many people would become much more intelligent and simply scrape it from their website. Ah, well, complete package. Centralized DeFi and NFT payments. So they are busy with decentralized exchanges and NFTs, so you probably can develop decentralized exchange on their platform. Trustless, no third-party trust needed, decentralized cross-chain transfers, and soon transactions will be able to be executed seamlessly across Ethereum, Silo, and Terra. Powered by KADENA's chain relay bridge. I'm not even going to mention these guys. Probably going to step off from it if they're smart. However, this might be that they're using the same kind of programming language with that Ethereum and Silo are using. Practice governance at 3 levels: code level, account management level, and setting strategic direction for key community initiatives. Okay. Fund new developer initiatives, engineer for real world use. Not going to click on it, probably more marketing talk, which is going beyond the scope of this quick technical and fundamental analysis. Docs, blog roadmap, nice. I'm going to start clicking here on the website. First, I'm going to do tabs, build. Using Pact as their simple and safe smart contract language. They're built by non-developers and automatically detect bugs. So it's a pseudo language. Pact, DeFi, NFT, interop, multi-protocol. Getting started simple. Let's just see here. Recent transactions, install chain waiver. So that's for development on the platform. They've got templates that you can use and adapt as you want. So they are being thorough for you guys in order to build. As you have a quick start, you can explore templates that you can use, you can view the source code itself and get a variety of tools. Not going to click deeper onto it, however, it's nice seeing it like this. It raises a certain amount of trust. However, I leave it to you, developer and ICT guys, to actually start clicking and reading up and trying it out. Generally, and that's something I've noticed with one of the previous projects I've done, during the live stream, I was highly positive. Everything looked fine up until the moment I went deeper and actually started using the project. I'm not going to mention it by name, but I immediately noticed it was more of a cash grab than anything else. So you guys, I'd say explore a little bit at your own leisure. You may always give me feedback in the comments down below, if it truly holds up or if it isn't getting more complex very quickly, and this is all for show and tell. Currently, from what I could tell on the things that I've clicked on, like now templates, it seems to be straightforward, and with a little bit of attentive reading, it seems okayish. I'm getting much more critical right now, especially since a couple of the projects I've been analyzing had some hidden flaws that I only noticed afterwards. History collect from 0 to 60. Oh, that's one of their study cases. Docs. So that's another blockchain-based project. Nicely done. So you can read through it if you want, but I'm focused on KADENA itself. Bit accelerated research is what you'll need. Read the docs, developer, tutorial, and guides. We'll get more and deeper into it. There we go. So building seems to be fine. Ecosystem. 46 projects. Bitcoin Gate I'm seeing here. Those are probably all the things where it can be traded. KADENA Swap, so they have their very own DeFi infrastructure. Cadex, the first gas-free decentralized exchange built on the KADENA blockchain. Okay, wrapped, bridging. Okay, Cosmos, Polkadot. So quite extensive. Few known ones, few lesser known ones. I've got the impression. Okay, now I'm noticing here the tags. Wallet, and exchanges naturally. automated market maker, it's a decentralized exchange, interoperability, tokenization. And they've got immediate links towards their Twitter and what's this? Website. Okay. Cool. Nice done, guys. Nice done. So as you can tell, you can explore a little bit, and here are a few exchanges, Binance and OKCoin. That's enough information about the ecosystem. Come on. KADENA Eco. Now I'm curious. What's this about? Turbocharging adoption with Eco. Formulas for innovation. That we already saw. To capital to fuel KADENA's ecosystem. Hypergrowth, so it's for growth. Onto Web3, leadership team. Vision. Innovation with Web2 usability. Meet the team. There we go. That's what I like to see. Of course, I'm going to search for them. However, something which bothers me. Bill Martino and Stuart Popejoy. Got him. So what? I expected these guys to be the CEOs, but it seems they're only advisors. What the hell is going on? That's odd. Yeah, I'm opening things up here. There we go. Let's take a quick peek. Seems to be checking out. Variety of roles. Are you okay? No hairdressing in Austin, so regular interactions. She seems to be HR orientated. Some from time to time chilling a little bit project. Anastasia Bez. That her name? Okay. Francesco, the current CEO. Builders. Consensus. Okay. Retweet. Hmm. So some regular interaction seems good. Okay. Yeah, I'm falling silent here because there's a few things I'm noticing which are kind of odd. So this guy seems to be the CEO. It isn't mentioned in the primary documentation we had, which is kind of odd. It seems to be there from the beginning. Is there a shift that occurred? One of the guys give it through. I don't really know, but that's slightly odd. Founder and CEO of Decasonic, Googling Greatness. This guy, I see no immediate mention. He's a CIIO. Huh. Well, it looks legit, but missing a little bit the connection towards KADENA. He says I'm Decasonic. Wasn't that related towards? Hmm. About Yale fanatic. He's busy with Web3, but see, not an immediate link with KADENA. But he checks out. He's a real person, but there's the link towards KADENA missing. I'm getting worried about the team here. Okay, Will J. Martino, I believe that was one of the names being mentioned. Will Martino, yeah. Founder President KADENA.io, but he isn't even indicated on their website as the president, so the hell? Did a coup just occur or something? He does retweet KADENA quite often. Support ecosystem projects. Okay. There's a clear relationship towards KADENA, but that's a little bit what worries me. They're having all their titles here, but these guys who are the factual founders and presidents of the entire project are not even indicated as CEO or of the presidency. It's kind of odd. Perhaps there's a legal precedent for it, but it's odd. It makes me wary about the project, less distrustful. Well, less trustful. Stuart Popejoy, author and of the Pact Smart Contract Language, musician Haskell, Sir Lancelot. He's probably the brains behind it all. Seems like a smart guy. He doesn't post very often on Twitter, it seems. Got his profile, but yeah. If he's really the author, he's probably the brains behind it all. Paul Su, I believe we already had that guy. Yeah. That's once again the KADENA ecosystem. So from what I'm seeing here, it's a weird setup. Things aren't really adding up from what I can tell. Might be a little aspect of concern. No strategic partners. kind of odd this one indicates coming soon, especially as they have quite an extensive ecosystem. I would expect that there were strategic partners which would help them with investing and co-investing. So, okay. Latest news. I'm going to click on that one. April 21st. News doesn't seem to be really updated. From bull market, okay. And we're through here. Perhaps their site needs to be updated, but it's kind of weird seeing it like that. Communities and network. See, there's a YouTube channel here. In-chain relay moderator. By today, you can become a moderator, content creator, community leader. So these are open positions. Watch reverse. Read news, etc. I'm slightly worried about the recent articles being not entirely up to date about. Actually, we've had this one. I'm going to close it. Hold on. That's another guy. Well, he's KADENA orientated. That's the Anastasia Bez. She's probably going to be HR or something, or director of operations. Yeah, okay, that's HR. I'm not going to get political here. So she's HR. Yeah, if you see something like director of operations, generally that's human resources. So that's the hiring consultant. Put it very bluntly. Yada yada yada. Founders. Okay, so here it is being mentioned these two guys are the founders, with I believe it was Stewart. Yeah, Popejoy. Stewart being the brains. Was it Will Martino? Either the guy who wrote the pact script. GPM coin. "20 years before. Advisory team consists of experts. Of expert advisory team. I didn't see the guy being mentioned on your team, so probably wise to include him. Innovation content with Bitcoin, believe on in KADENA with launch of immutable records. That's blockchain. Now, if I may be honest, that's a little bit of a stretch in history here. Sure, you might say that Dr. Stuart Haber and their timestamp for electronic documents 20 years before Bitcoin was born, all through, but it doesn't really mean he's immediately attached to what Bitcoin. You're stretching reality a little bit. He's associated with programming timestamps in ICT, in cryptography, but that doesn't mean he's associated with Bitcoin. So it's a bit of a stretch of the truth. There we go, meet a team. And here it seems to be quite nicely more updated. Founder CEO, founder president. He's the co-inventor of blockchain. And so that's a little bit of a stretch there. But here you can actually see who's associated. So I would have loved to see this one on the get-go and not the other thing. So this clears up quite a lot, but I need to click through. Anyway, what I want to share here is please update your website, JP Morgan. So those are associations they have, but I can't click on it, and there's no direct referral link What's the things I want? I mean, what the hell is Disney doing up here? I have no clue. I can't click on it. Can't verify. So that's a reason for me for distrust. White paper, not to scale, paper update. Wait, what? So there's tokenomics involved. Skill will prove. Mining, so there's a pre-mine, so it's probably going to be hush. KADENA's total emission of 1 billion coins sounds like a lot. More important to focus on total emission rate. What the hell? Mining is incentivized by rewards for each new block of mining today. That's the amount of tokens a month. Total emission of... Okay. Are they using specific language to ghost it? Because there's things here I find odd. I mean, who talks about emission rates where it concerns token distribution? I believe that's for legal matters, so they are effing it up. What the hell? That's for me a reason for distrust that I'm not going to jump into it. These are the white papers. I'm just going to continue regarding the time. And in smart contract language. I thought this was a white paper. Because there's none. No white paper, only show and tell. Ah, there it is. Okay, you need to click through. Oh, damn it. Will Martino, introduction, contents. Quite a short one. They're basically saying how it operates and that it's proof of work based. Okay. Chain web. What's this? This one's more extensive. Not going to read it through as I'm limited in time. We'll probably do it later on, but this one looks more serious, more interesting. I'm going to leave it at that. So just remember, white papers exist. You can read it through. However, you're going to click a little bit through and search a little bit deeper by reason it isn't immediately as easy available, though I've had worse. This is their LinkedIn, so it exists. Cool. Medium. Quite recent. A recent one is June 16th. Light lack of finance. Okay. 9th. Twice or thrice a month, it seems, or even more. There's updates depending on what's moving, what's being developed, so that's fine. Let's take a look at the social media. Okay, like that. Facebook. I'm not going to open up YouTube. This is their Facebook. Is it frequently updated? I hope that's pinned. Yeah. Come on. Token Spotlight, 15th of July. Doesn't seem there's much activity on their Facebook, so we're going to close this one down. Twitter profile. The only layer 1 proof of work blockchain that scales. Quite conveniently. Still, I might say. How many followers? 225,000. It's a pinned one. I'm going to see what the responses are. Telegram is private. One feature today. Great project. Seems Seems like a bot to me. More or less legit, probably. Any questions? Seems fine. As you can tell, Solana, ADA, Ethereum, also smart contract platforms as alternatives. Currently, it seems to be KADEX being the main focus on their platform. Yeah, I'm going to close it down. Twitter looks quite nice. Some interaction with their user bases. The memes working KDA light, low noise. So that's an ASIC miner. Yep. So that means it isn't ASIC resistant. That's less positive aspect to me. By reason ASIC miners can attribute to things not being as decentralized. However, Bitcoin also makes use of ASIC miners, but it's a combined mix. Bitcoin has grown sufficient enough to support and truly still remain decentralized. Beginning projects now making use of proof of work, well, it is advised to be ASIC resistant. However, concerning their setup and saying that they are the most scalable and that they do not want to make use currently of proof of stake, the use of ASIC miners might actually be a wise choice. However, I remain a little bit skeptical about new proof of work, well, blockchain projects which do use ASIC mining, meaning that the developers or the very core community or team can easily rack up a variety of ASIC miners, dedicate them all to the blockchain, and hold a sufficient important influence on the blockchain network in its beginning years. Can be positive, can be negative, but if you truly want to be decentralized, that's something to be wary about. Reddit seems to be quite active, looking quite nice. It's ASIC miner. Control your data. So, okay, KADENA School. I'm going to close this one down. I'm going to stop the live stream. Sharing my screen here. There we are. You guys can see me now. What's my opinion about it? I'm going to say it looks kind of nice, but it isn't something which really doesn't look inviting to me to start investing in it. Doesn't really look like something I would put trust in. Naturally, they are very orientated towards business, as indicated in the descriptions on CoinMarketCap and on their website. Healthcare, insurance, financial institutions. That's their main target audience. So it isn't really addressed to people like us, more random developers, I might say. On that account, it looks nice. It looks quite good, quite open even. However, there are a few things on their website that needs to be updated. Like, as you saw during the live stream, the page with the pictures, whereby I immediately noticed that the founders and actual CEOs and presidents of the project were merely being indicated as advisors, which was kind of odd. It was like, yeah, the project exists, but someone else took over, is now CEO, and the other guys remain there. So it forms a certain amount of distrust. However, if you click on the About page, you have an entire list of who the core team is and to whom you can ask detailed questions, depending on which kind of question you have, much more into detail, which luckily rectified it. But to me, that was kind of odd seeing. It might be a reason to raise distrust. Also, the white paper, I was expecting to see an immediate link towards the white papers themselves. Instead, I was being referred towards something loosely, and the white papers, you need to click slightly more thoroughly. You had to search more thoroughly in order to, well, achieve the things you wanted. So that too might be a little working point. Am I going to give this a thumbs up or a thumbs down? Well, I keep it in the middle. Like I said, my gut tells me when you are talking about cryptocurrency and blockchain projects, it is best to avoid projects which are very, very specific. And these guys are very specific about app development for finance, insurance, and, well, health. And on that account, I might say it might be a good move to invest and start supporting it. But on the same account, it might be something which becomes obsolete within considerable time. In a certain sense, they might be seen as some kind of pioneer, but to me, I don't know. My gut is telling me something to better stay clear of it, despite it looking quite good and despite it, well, looking quite attractive. Where it concerns functioning, seems to be all right, seems to be trustworthy. But yeah, time will tell. And as always, even with these kind of analysis I do on live stream, the average idea, the average sentiment remains the same. Always do your own research. This is really, I'm not going to say detailed, it's something very general, very flat to get and give you guys an idea on how something works and on the counterpoints, well, a few counterpoints that need to be taken into account. That doesn't mean that my opinion and my analysis is going to be 100% correct. In the past, few other projects that I was praising, of which I believe the project of last week, I immediately retraced my words in a commentary underneath the live stream itself by stating, look, everything on paper looked fine, worked fine, up until the moment I got involved with the community and immediately noticed the drawbacks and that it was actually nothing more than a cheap cash grab. In this instance, I might say go at your own risk, but it seems to be trustworthy. With that, I'm going to end this episode. I want to thank you guys for watching. Naturally, as per usual, like all other YouTubers and live streamers, please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below in the video. If you want to help support this channel, there's a few links down below, or, well, you know the drill. With that, guys, up until next time, bye.